March 21st, 11:34 a.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices. Well, at least we're able to get Mr. Man Guard as our client. We know they didn't do it, which is very important. So now what should we do? The trial's tomorrow. We only got this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. Bum, bum. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in here without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? This is how we're starting this episode? Okay. I heard Bird Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... Oh, you know, I was a huge fan of Juan's. Oh, brother. Loyal one to all stars I'm interested in drop one by one by every like flies. Oh, it's been that way ever since I was a little girl. I imagine class I was fine with my turn. Did he die? Or could I with Queen Reaper? Or did you name it and you spelled die? I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy! Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. Miss Olbeck, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-eared smarty pants! My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder! And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again! I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my one. I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway. What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why should she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. I was young man, I was so beautiful with the flowers plus. So I put flowers where the stars are. Pearls, are you thirsty? I'm a little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention, youngins, today? I'm guessing it's a little bigger. Everything from Autumn. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. Oh, brother. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you always be polite. Really, kids today. Please tell me what you see. Boom. Yeah. Oh, brother. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent, please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Bye! The investigation's still in full swing. Hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Hey! Oh my god. Old bag killed me already. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Kopfeld, that thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put on trial, found him guilty, give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? You feeling alright? Look here and then up down the mountain, but it ain't here. Why don't you hurry up and give it to me? Back to me, you creep. What are you looking for? My camera! In my lifeblood, I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera. Look, don't let the people say the criminal will go back to the scene of the crime. And looky, here you are. Here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. brother. You lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I see why he sold it to you for $700. Brother. I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the man got all huffed up in the face. He gave me this talking to. It was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Not that when I was busy running around looking into things. That one I lost sight of my dear darling, expensive sweetie. Lotto, what did you capture with that camera of yours? I don't really know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from the big scoop. There's a lot of missing cameras even connected to that murder. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. God was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Where the law heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had. A big scoop? I told you before, I'm going to be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Right, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. Wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for the proof? What kind of story was it that you were hanging around here for? Yay! Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know. Not again. Why does everything have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your eye rule smile. Where are we? We're in Madame God's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? You're Mr. Ungod's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow! It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Ungod's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash, to find clues to build his case, correct? You're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Dick. I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. We don't have her in here yet. I assume the first thing you know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Ungod. In this very room, I might add. Dinner, what did you eat? I told you I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet you'd have a lot of fun at parties. When the award show started, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Ungod. After that, I went to visit Mr. Garita. And that's when he found his body, isn't it? He really held strong through everything. Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So, about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Ungod and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as a lawyer. Why'd you have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down, hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I am Mr. Uncard's manager. His manager. Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Garita, have one? No, he did not. He didn't. Global Studios is a very different policy from Worldwide Studios. In that Worldwide Studios do not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. You're wrong! I'm doing the Cell Mystic Mile! Girls, calm down and hang in there. Buy you a juice later, alright? There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. I would be absolutely thrilled. That's the bedroom over there. That's a bed? Oh no, they have really big beds here. Probably Mr. Uncard's suitcase. For someone who was only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he had about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Stars really are different from us, aren't they? Looks like this is left over from dinner. A dinner for two at that. I'm sure they're Mr. Uncard and Miss Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's like Global Studios and T-bone steaks? I don't know. So about this. You were the one taking care of the arrangement for this press conference, right? Yes, that's right. But Mr. Uncard said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Actually, I didn't know all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked. Oh, I see. Wonder about that. I wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. I told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that have no relevance to me. This is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Alright, we're done here. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Garita's room, Pearls. Mr. Garita? The victim. Which fixes the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you. So, what's happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Uncard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want mine to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene. Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep it quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. You're giving it to me? Thank you. Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map! That's great, Pearls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Oh, boy. Bobby Beautiful, okay. Cool. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest, and it looks a lot sharper than on, like, the 3DS version of the 2LD, and even the original DS. It looks a lot sharper in this Switch remake, or remaster. Yeah, that's the murder weapon, pal. It is stabbed to death. We're looking at the fingerprints down the lab now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Uncard's prints too, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Why was Mr. Uncard arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? It looks like the victim, Long Garita, really put up a big fight. Yeah, one look at the crime scene, you can tell. There's a sign of a struggle everywhere. I wouldn't say everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight his button came off. Mr. Uncard said something about a button. something like one of the Jam Ninja's buttons got caught in his Hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Miss Oldback. I'll believe anyone but her. Prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something around where the Vic was that's a little off. Something that's a little off? As in that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. Wow, there are a lot of bears! Alarm clock ones, collector's edition, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? Maybe a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Or teddies. It's hard to bear with all the problems. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Oh, boy. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I got barely closes. There's clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator. Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Garita? This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar's not here. I'm figuring out how to bring it to the show. But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was a Jam Ninja's to try him. That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? All the cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. Probably where Mr. Garita fought the sailing. Where are these bits of glass from? A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor. I don't know what they are. You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? No, he does not. Beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it? Ew, tomato juice. I don't like it much. There's a bottle on the table over there. That's probably where this came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase is broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is glass the only thing that's still alright? Looks like Mr. Garita had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. Had a lot of food at the award show last night. Wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. What do you know about this? There's nothing special I can tell you about this, pal. Look, pal, we don't have a lot of time. Why don't you show me something more important? And Miss Fun Karma saw me here like this, I'd have to switch sides real fast. That's your present from the kidnapper, huh? While you're talking, it sends and receives radio waves. If we could trace that. Yeah, we can use it to find out where the bad guy is. It's just radio waves, huh? I got it. I will find a radio scanner and let you borrow, pal. Yeah. What can you tell me about the guitar case? Oh, that. This is just what I heard, pal, but that's the Jam Ninja's signature item. The guitar case? No, not that. What do you take me as? I mean the guitar inside, of course. But the guitar is missing. Yeah, we looked for it too. Not normal for a person to forget to bring the most famous item to an award show. It's gonna sound like every guitar's related to this case after all. So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Fun Karma noticed it first. Girls noticed it before me, too. Wait a minute! So does that mean Miss Fun Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. You can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000 meter dash. Oh, what's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Fun Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. I'm gonna think of it that way I had the last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce later, pal. Ow! There he goes. At last, must you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Would it be better for you to be nice to me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away, Scruffy McTrenchcoat. Oh. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Detective, come over here for a second. Yeah, poor Gumshoe about to get whipped into unconsciousness. Yep. I feel better knowing at least you are okay enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he was thrown up on his floor. Mr. Phoenix Wright! You've soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours? That all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy, the investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. You recovered fast. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Ow, what's she throwing me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karna see you. Oh, I need to actually grab the thing that she threw at me. Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? The paper's got Mr. Garita's name written on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. It's a special way of writing called cursive, which I hate. I can never read cursive. I can't read cursive for the life of me. Look here, so it says to my dearest Wendy in more normal letters here. This sloppy, unreadable writing, it's crazy and cool to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy, I've heard that name somewhere before. I've heard it before. Oh. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Right. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love lie in Neo Old Tokyo. I see. Wait, a love what? A love why? This girl, Sayo, works at the tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. I guess the Y shape is like 3 bars colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo's actually daughter of the evil Strawberry Fan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet, times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo, does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm gonna stop watching Kids Masterpiece here starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. Popular with 8-year-olds too, I guess, and not just office ladies. What did Jam and Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jam and Ninja, like the Samurai shows, is geared toward kids. It's a story of a ninja who can't scale a wall but became a big pop star anyway. What? He's a really lousy ninja, absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. Oh boy, could he sing. His trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja. With a bright red guitar? Really does. And then the final fight in front of the beloved Princess Misora. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. Oh, that's too bad for him. Thanks. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearls? What happens next? I want to know! And apparently not just high school girls, but 8-year-olds too. The Jammin' Ninja, will you be able to sing? What about Princess Misora? Every Sunday at 8. Which show should I watch? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it. And we're back. Oh boy. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. And please tell us what you saw. But oh, what a waste! And here I'm a public kitchen, they have a little funny you youngins expect. I am a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? I'll give you what you want. The autograph, of course. That's Juan's autograph! Yes, it is. And it even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldface, and Wendy has to be me, right? May say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Please give it to me! Let me have it! Please! I can't let you have it. It's just like that. Yes, I know. How about an exchange? Wow, she must really want this autograph. Mom isn't good enough for you. Fine, Mr. Wright. You win. Wendy Oldbeck, ready to open up her heart all for my dearest Juan. Yeah, that is the easiest. That is absolutely the easiest Psyche-Lock in the entire series. Oh boy. Autograph given to Wendy dearest. Is that what that said? I feel bad for you now. Huh? I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I'll be recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. Mr. Garita hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know we did my dear bro on it. I just do. The yellow-bellied chicken. The yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did. What did Mr. Garita ever do to deserve this? What did Mr. Garita do to you to make you so? You don't know? That guy, Hello, Windows. Okay, bye, Windows. That guy, he framed my Juan. He created a scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick, what is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay? Poor Juan led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean? How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, girls? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course, who else? That guy shot the girl in the wall on purpose. His own manager, but why? I thought lives were smart. It was to create a scandal, make Juan lose face. That girl jumped on to skin and drag his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of scandal to me. What do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. Do you have proof that Mr. Garita did what you say he did? Next week's issue of a certain magazine said so. Of course, a tabloid. Next week? That means something people don't know about yet? True that. Miss Oldbag had information like that, and where'd she get it? Oh boy. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Great, now even girls just calling him Scruffy. Thanks, Francisca. It said something about an investigation briefing earlier, right? Why don't we come back and try again later when they're done? Because that's all we can do. Bum 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 bum. The lawyer dudes, what'd you find out? Well, still in the middle of investigating. I see. I've already told you everything I know, dude. Well, let's keep talking then. Tell me more about your activities last night. After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had a post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my nickel samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you're supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the nickel stammer was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr Garita was already dead that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Garita, what sort of... I've got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. We want to try and make a Jam and Ninja movie, even though we know it failed. Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, do you think it'd be the other way around, you know? Dude, like I told you, I don't know anything about that press conference. I leave that kind of stuff to my manager. Hotter than blowing fast from the river. So why are you carrying around that transceiver, dude? I'm gonna ask you about it. And why do you do everything it tells you to do? You know, the message it sends you, dude. On second thought, he probably doesn't have anything to do with my kidnapping. That's a secret. Okay, whatever, dude. Dude, why everything and everything? Yeah. Okay. About the Nickel Samurai. Hi. Yeah, okay. What can I present to you? Sorry, thanks for taking time to pick it out and show it to me. I'm real sorry, I don't know anything about it. That guitar case, that was Blonde's. I'm guessing you've seen this case before? It's pretty famous by now. It stands out to hold the bright red guitar. Bright red guitar. Damn it, his signature item. But if the guitar is so important, how can you forget it for the award ceremony? That seems a little strange. No, not the map. I can't believe it. The kidnapping. Do you remember what the person looked like who gave this to you? It was that bellboy, and I didn't suspect a thing because he looked like such a normal old man. Old man, huh? They called this so suddenly, something about it just seems off, you know? You mean the press conference? Yeah, he said there's something I'd like to confess if I win. I already faxed the request for a conference into new office only yesterday. Yesterday? It's kind of sudden. Because the manager set everything up somehow, so he was lucky. Nice manager. Alright. I don't think I have anything for you. Do you know anything? I told you I'm on top now. I'm a journalist. I got so much info running left in my head. I forget things here and there. Please don't get so worked up over this. I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That was this gal's motto of learning youngsters. Great. There are toilets in each room in this hotel. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought too, so I was nice enough to go lend a helping hand. Secretly, of course. Feeling one of these days I'm gonna end up defending her in court. Your paper taped on door that says long for room. But that seemed the matter, I reckon. I thought something going on that night. But I didn't never think it was murder. I didn't touch him. Well, to me, I tell you, I give my word. Why are the impressed water help yourself to one of them? Ba-bum-bum. Hi. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. Again? Problem with this case, I might not entirely remember what to do. Nope. I doubt it. Yeah. You don't take care of the arrangements for the press conference, right? Yes, that's right. But Mr. Garita said he didn't know about it. Yeah, okay. That what he said? I didn't know all the details either. Profiles, right. I hate talking about myself. I asked to become Mr. Garita's manager. It's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. Garita seemed like a rather reasonable man. Always doing what he's told. You're always saying my manager, right, Mr. Nick? I didn't want to pretend it again! Did you know the victim, Mr. Garita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place, after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would need to die. I gotta hunt this woman else more, but I don't know why Garita was killed. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Garita was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So do you have any ideas? Yeah, more Psyche-Locks. Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is there a Psyche-Lock, Mr. Nick? Yeah, there are gonna be more and more of these lately. I don't think I have enough to, break it. I don't care about heroes or whatnot. I should think all the kids, those defenders are plain old bored. Now adults, we get more caught in messy, sticky, real situations. Even me. Oh. Sounds like time's getting what I'm going with this. Wait a sec here, don't go around getting her mixed up and things like that. I don't remember. Hey, about this stupid security light. This old granny? She kept on glaring at me with those eyes of hers. As if it's my fault. Kept letting out she won't forgive people who write trash about her work. Yeah, we sort of got into a little fight, you know. A little fight? I think those two was probably more of a blabbering contest. Hey, would you like to bring up memories of the prosecutor who whipped you? She got one of them personalities like she's whipped without her whip. How's that? I'm ready of a joke book, huh? Sorry, I zoned out. Ah, well, I'll look at the wax and use this one to tell you one more time. No, thank you. I doubt it. Just a double check, yeah. Not on guard's room. I want to go to Garita's room. I feel like I have everything here. It's so messy here. Girls really like things being tidy, I take it. Lots of electronic things in here I've never seen before. Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there's a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops. Second after I was talking with pearls, not mine. Very true. Very true. Ah. There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator. The carrot juice bottle and tomato juice bottle are both empty. Empty? Too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. Oh, that's confusing. I guess he must have been a real health nut. Oh, there's beets, some ketchup, a bottle of strawberry jam, too. Maybe red was his favorite color. Now, come on, move. I think we got everything in here. I think so. So that's a bed, right? Yep, it's a bed. Mr. Nick is so soft. Big beds must be a rarity for her. Yeah, it's everything here. Bum. This sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of God without plenty of everything fancy imaginable. Speaking of fancy, didn't that bellboy give me something like that last year? The award ceremony was held on that stage just last night. It's really fabulous. Is there reminded me of the circus for a second. Maybe everyone is alright. But the very big circus is really start to hold performances again. I'm sure they're all fine, girls. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt Pender. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit, just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? Ah, if you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. This puppy looks like he's the lion found his next meal. Finally. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? Ah, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah. That's such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too. Really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag agreed. Alright, let's see here. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. The mysterious yet beautiful man to the stars, Miss AA. You see now, don't you? What? You can't stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Wright didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA, Adrian Andrews. Yes, exactly. This is big news. Seems kinda odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of a client? Oh, it's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Those are just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's powers is another man's treasure. Right. I'll take that. Not the lobby. I'm on the hallway, and my brain died. Great. Take that! Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I, for my scoop? Well, I want to know about her details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Have some phone scandal between Mr Garita and this person? Adrian Andrews. This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Man on Guard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this casting thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think they'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup. Yeah, you gotta have that what's it? News source. You mean news source? That's it. Show me something that shows that one guy is someone Miss Andrews. The paper that Powers just gave us. Take that! This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. The mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. Mr. Garita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival Mr. Guard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she had the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were looking around Mr. Garita's door last night. Yay! Progress! Finally! You were looking into Mr. Garita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it, I was getting myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. No longer breaking news. What did you just say? And this is our A. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing. Getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna weigh all the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. And spike it up until I have myself an exclusive story. Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there. I can try on my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? Well, inside a case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here from a big story. They didn't come here to have my cheddar disappear on me. I understand. Enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. over people now anyway. I never thought I'd see a day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I have no idea why though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Maybe Gumshoe, actually. Gumshoe might be available right now. Yay! Did the Gumshoes at the investigation briefing? Yeah! He's back! Hey, so you came, pal. Why a blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. But, we can't just roll over time. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces. Two? And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. Unguard. Yep, I found it in the fold of Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is? The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Madame Guard's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony? It's an old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well, I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down. Trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Alcala come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way! There's something interesting about this woman, pal. And what is that? You don't know? Have any heard the gossip about her? Gossip, huh? I wonder if he knows anything about that article. Okay, they don't have any percent the article. We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Garita? But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celestine Pax. And she was Juan Korea's manager. The victim's manager. But that's not all, pal. Miss Impact was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She told Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor. A woman who was both Mr. Garita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Does suicide have something to do with this case? You want to know more about her, pal? Unfortunately, yes. She was the victim's manager, was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but pain. I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma, you can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait, please wait, sir. If I don't get this one today, I'll stop. Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you... I would have won? Is that what you wanted to say? Who? That voice. Edgeworth! Bum, bum. God, I love this song! Yeah, this song's so good! I think the song's, God, what's this song called? The Great Revival, I think? Oh my God, it's so good. It's been a long time, right? This person, is it Mr. Edgeworth? Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's so good, I love it. What am I going to do with you? You're blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. You! How dare you show your face to me without shame upon it! You soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud! You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are! Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. Get her! Drag her through the mud! You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself! I haven't given in yet, I won't lose! This case is mine! I'll never hand it over to you, never! Mr. Phoenix Wright! I will see you tomorrow in court! It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory! Still the same wild mare she always was. Ba-ba-ba. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died. Mr. Nick! I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. I gotta run tomorrow's trial. You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given any yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It is the power to find the truth. The truth. In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. What's going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of von Karma. 1 year ago, you can now stab with guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edward. Jeez, Phoenix! I see. Let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time the instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield of prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. I save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. This kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. Looks like there's still a lot you've yet to learn. What I've yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. It's about Celeste Impacts. This woman is not the key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Carita's manager. And then a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. Her death was ruled suicide, right? Yes. But there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. Suicide note that just vanished, huh? Not everyone leaves a suicide note, so... Do we know if she ever actually left one? Miss Impacts' death was most certainly a suicide, that there's no mistake. However, we cannot find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note. But how do you know Miss Impacts even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But he would hide such a thing. The police think it was Mr. Juan Carita himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body. which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide such a suicide note. Mr. Garita hid his own manager's suicide note, but why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is a suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? Why Part 1? I don't like to look through reports. Like suicide reports even less. Worst of all, there are reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. Attempter's name, Adrian Andrews. Miss Andrews? What did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. Do you think she's a strong career woman? That's just what you want you to think. Adrian Andrews, there's certain secrets she's always trying to hide. A secret? The dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews, dependent. Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. I would like the second part. I need the second part. I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, right? I'm stuck as ever. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? But that's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. While I was abroad, this deplorable type of actors became popular, I take it. Refreshing like a spring breeze is its motto. Refreshing, and what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? I think the pollen is not treating him well this year. Hey, she's here! You're looking in the lead, you're only looking to a few key players with our limited resources. No reason for us to waste our energy investigating the person. One thing is all looking straight, I don't have any info. Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret. You can't help but feel this whole case revolves around her. Yeah, very true. Oh. What's this about Miss Andrews having an independent nature? Adrian Andrews attempted suicide, but a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will, but why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that? Is this what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person whom she can trust absolutely. And when she finds that person, she'll do anything to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others? When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. That means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying Mementos to be able to hold herself together. How terrible. Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true. Miss Andrews. That behind the unwavering brave firmness is hiding its weakness and fear. Alright. I doubt it now. Well, I think we got everything we needed. Let's go break that Psyche-Lock. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Francisca von Karma. Miss von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so he got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Pearls. You're always following after that Mr. Detective with a little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for her if it helps you now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright. What were those two talking about? Miss Andrews, she seemed a little dazed, doesn't she? Take that! Sorry about this, Miss Andrews, but, we're not fucking around with this case. Why was Mr Garita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Unguard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Garita. You were not that close. That's right, I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You are not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. Take that! I'm very bad at connecting with people. They're so depressing for the most part. Especially just like feeble-minded individuals. Well, that's why I don't think I could ever be intimate with you. You were very close to the victim. Alright. Where is it? Take that! You and Mr. Garita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. I expected a world filled with crooks and liars. Note self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me, I need to get close to Mr. Garita, as if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Garita for this person's sake? Take that! Okay. Celeste Impacts, your mentor? How do you know about Celeste? Miss Impact, she committed suicide, didn't she? Well, it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Mr. Garita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Garita to find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckrack for a future third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews, there was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself to a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you're completely at ease with the way your suicide was resolved. Because you tried to commit suicide yourself. Because your suicide note went missing. That's why. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? Looks like the police were under suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Garita. Why? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Garita. I've sat back quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't know that our suicide note was never found. A person doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you'd like to give, however, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste impacts something very special to you. There we go, you tried it. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman fetch altogether. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying on yourself. Yes, sir, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly, like that, died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said that the police suspected Mr. Garita of hiding Miss Impact's note? You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was why the victim was killed. Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, seemed that you had become the one with the reason to want Mr. Garita dead. Me. Miss Impact was everything to you. And then she died. You'd do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder. Thank you! It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews, this one thing, it's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret, mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I had heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was called Garita. Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. You got close to Mr. Garita to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so I understand. I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, if people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. Keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess you'd be overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back. That card? I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. When I remember something clearly, sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. At least the town card in your capable hands. Well, I think we've got her all about what we can. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Pearls. She looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? No! I'm okay, really! I'm fine! I really am! You don't look fine to me. Oh boy. Someone now! Well, we did find out one thing for sure. Miss Andrew has a motive. You mean Miss Impact's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Mr. Nick, the transceiver! Hello, Wright office. Mr. Attorney, you are not answering a cell phone. Maya, where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Which is why I suppose she's absolutely vanished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her! Very well. Ask Maya, is that you? Sis! Ask my sis! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off. Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry? Ow! Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come ask me anything you want about her. How's Maya? She's safe for now. That kidnapper's one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call and the hotel was drugged there. And she didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya's locked up at a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I had to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Someone dropped a card here. Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's that shell again. It's a picture of a seashell, actually, I think. What a strange card. Trap, it's locked. This door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card you used around her. The shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius! Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I should keep Nick waiting, or worried. And that's the end of the first day of investigation. Woo! Long investigation, of course, because they had to split into 2 parts. Ooh, boy. So yes, we're going to court. Who knows what's going to happen. But we got to get an acquittal next time. So let's do that in the next part. See you guys then.